14 years ago, Ben Marston was in a tree, cutting branches to make way for power lines. His support ropes snapped. He fell almost 4 stories and he broke his back. He was paralyzed from the waist down. He was only 24. He would never walk again. He couldn't do his job. But he was able to return to basketball, his favorite sport.
So some of the fundamentals, you don't lose all the fundamentals because you've had an accident, but you just learn different ways of actually playing some of the games that you played before. It's just a different way.
In rehab, Ben relearned the game. He started setting up games and teams with his friends. Last year, he took over as Parasport coordinator for Sport Nova Scotia. Ben plays for the Nova Scotia Flying Wheels in a wheelchair basketball league. It's an inclusive sport. One of his high school friends can walk but plays in a wheelchair, just to be part of Ben's game. But this game is not the only reason Ben is here today. Right next door to the court is the Halifax Parasport Festival. He helped put it together. This festival is a chance to show off parasports. They have a higher profile since the Paralympics in Vancouver. Canada had its best ever Winter Paralympic showing. They were the 3rd best country. The festival was organized by the Canadian Paralympic Committee.
So the goal is to have more people involved and to have a better system so that people know about the sports earlier and can evolve through the different levels properly.
In addition to basketball, there were demonstrations of 11 other sports, including table tennis. One of the teachers was Ian Kent, a gold medal winner at the Pan American Games. He was excited to see visitors take so quickly to the sport.
They've never played table tennis before, perhaps some of them, right? So eye-hand coordination wasn't quite there, but within 6 or 7 balls, they were making contact. And to see the joy and happiness on their face tells me, hey, this is something we should be doing all the time.
Organizers of the festival say there were 90 participants. 50 volunteers ran the event. The hope is that the disabled will have an easier time staying active than Ben did after his accident.
At that point in time, there wasn't a whole lot of options out there. There were things going on, but it was just very, very hard to find out where and when and who was to get in touch with.
Sport Nova Scotia just hired 5 people to organize parasport in several areas of the province. Part of their job is to reach out to disabled people who are more isolated, such as those living in rural areas. For The Facts, I'm Connor Dalton.